Ethereum, look at this. Just as we had planned it in terms of filling that CME gaps. So from the highs here, you don't see it on this chart, but I'm going to show it. From the highs here, Ethereum had created multiple CME gaps on the way down on this JET. Okay, demand, supply overhead, busted through that. That's going to be demand now. Okay. The point being is we created CME gaps all the way down on Ethereum. And I said this on a stream before. For those of you who remember, you'll vouch for me on this. I said, if you can get a move this vicious to the downside on ETH. Oops. If you get a move this vicious to the downside on ETH, you can get a move that vicious to the upside. Because why? Why not? For every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. Look at how steep this falling wedge was. Build short. That's building fucking short. Build short to go long. So we went straight down essentially on Ethereum for months. Straight down. Just absolutely devastation. Capitulated. People were dying. People were fucking losing their minds out here. It was over. Right? Get this move straight down. See this breakout candle? As soon as you break up above this falling wedge, what happens? Complete breakout. Retest this demand zone. Breakout again. So if this is possible to the downside, why is it not possible for us to absolutely fucking shred it to the upside? And do something, you know, like this. I mean, this doesn't even make sense. I mean, this thing's just fucking going vertical. So, but you understand what I'm saying. We went straight down. Why not go straight back up? Well, we are. And look at how fast we got back up to the local cycle range highs. So local cycle range highs are at 4,100. Previous cycle top was at 4,800. ETH is coming for this shit. This is how nuts. This is how fast this happened. From April, May, June, July. A couple months. Went from fucking bear market price levels to already almost back up to macro range highs. As soon as we break out of this range, which we are, so ETH is going for our new all-time highs. It's going to happen, which is right over here, 4,800. It's going to go to all-time highs. First stop, 56.70 is where I'm looking for ETH. 56.70. Okay. 56.70. So ETH is moving back up higher. Solana trying to break this local high. Breaks this local high. Boom. You're going back to range highs. Okay. You break this local high. You're going back to range highs. Solana still has not broken out of the 4-year reaccumulation range. So what do you think happens to Sol? Bang. $403. Going for it. ETH 5,700. Super bullish. If you're this fucking bullish, 8,500. But I would say that's pretty much maximum you're going to get on ETH this cycle. Could happen. Sol's looking to push up back to range highs. Breakout. ETH, range highs, breakout. SPX, giving us the tailwind that we need. SPX. Study, COVID, V-shape recover. This is tariff, V-shape recover. COVID. February 20. COVID. March. Boom. Study V-shape recovery. So what's happening over here? Tariff. V-shape recovery. bang to all-time highs. Look at what we did after COVID. Look at how high we went after COVID. After COVID, the bottom of that V-shaped recover, 120% up from there. Over a 2x. On the S&P 500 was over a 2x. Why? Well, because they printed over 40% of the fucking monetary supply within a year. That's why, because it's hyperinflation. But up 120%. All right, let's see here. We're only up 30. We're only up 30, hairball. We got room to run. Just to the next fib. So 6,800 would be the next target on the S&P. Based off of just this range right here. Right? So I've got this range from April 24. Clear mid-range. Bounced here, bounced here. You know, some interaction in there. It would only be a 41% move from the V-shaped recover. So equities has plenty of room to run. That's going to help crypto tailwind, of course. So you got S&P at new all-time highs. You've got US 100 at new all-time highs. You've got Dow Jones Industrial looking for it. IWM is going to be the one we need to run with ETH. This is basically ETH, right? Except for an index in the stock market. So Russell's is the shitco index. This is all the low cap stocks. This is basically max risk on is whenever you see this chart pumping. This is whenever people are the highest risk, highest reward, moving their profits out of large caps, moving it down into low caps. This is what they invest in. So you get these all-time high push from 2021 last cycle, break down, V-shape, starting to break up higher, or push towards range highs again. So you get a breakout on this, an actual breakout to new highs. That's whenever you see ETH really fucking rip, okay? Because that means everybody's full risk on. Okay, so that's another altcoin indicator. You got QQQ, all-time highs. All right,